Hello everyone and welcome back to my wrestling videos. I thought that today I would record something as I haven't in so long, and I really feel like it's time to have a chat about Raw, have a chat about what's been going on in the company and stuff like that. I'm going to try and keep it under 10 minutes because I know there's a lot of these videos every week for people to watch and to listen to podcasts and stuff, so we'll try and get it done. I did give Raw quite a good rating this week. I think I said 7 or 8 out of 10 to my friend Tony. I was on his podcast last night. It wasn't that bad. It didn't drag as much as previous weeks have, which is kind of important at this time of the year because it's not WrestleMania season, and it's always a bit duller, a bit less kind of quick, blah blah blah. Anyway, so we had some bad news about Daniel Bryan this week, that he is going to be out for longer. So that kind of sucks. I really miss having him around, watching his matches, watching him in the ring, and just the kind of buzz that you get from watching him. It's exciting. I know there's tons more that we can watch, and that's great, but if you're a fan and he's not there for so long, and it just must suck for him anyways, after kind of having to do everything that he's done, to be told, hang on, you're still not ready. It's just must be very disheartening. We had the firing or the letting go of Justin Roberts this week, and there's so many different stories about this, so who knows what to believe, but he did leave a statement, which I will link to where you can read it below in the description bar. But I think it's a bit of a crap decision by the company, and I know from various friends that go to shows in America all the time that he is always very pleasant to deal with. He's always super nice to people and helps them meet the wrestlers if they can. So it just sucks. He's done a pretty decent job. I know he loves wrestling, so yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't know who's going to take over. It's apparently Eden, which is Cody Rhodes' wife, but we will see, I guess. Time will tell, and I'm sure the fans will let them know if they're good or not. What else has been going on that I've kind of wanted to speak about? This isn't primarily a Raw review. I mean, it's just an overall review of the company right now. What was I watching recently, and it just blew my mind. It was NXT TakeOver, and it was just, nothing is like it at the moment. It's just untouchable. Ring of Honor has been pretty solid. I watched a few matches of that recently. I find it hard to find good enough streams and stuff to watch Ring of Honor, so Darren, if you're watching this, leave me a link or just send it to my Facebook or something. What else was I watching recently? I really can't remember. Oh, Total Divas. It's not like I watch it because I'm just sucker for reality shows. Not all of them, but some. And I kind of feel like, oh, it's just boring trash to watch after work to take your mind away. But it's so bad. It's so woeful, so horrible. It just makes Daniel Bryan look like an absolute arsehole in it, So I haven't really cared about this series or season so far. I did write a column or two about it, which I'll try and find and link below as well. But oh shit, it's been pretty lackluster to say the least, and I say lackluster in wrestling videos a lot. So yeah, that should tell you what's going on. When it comes to Hell in a Cell, I will do a video with predictions and stuff more towards the event, but it's obviously not for, when is it? A week or two? 2 weeks? 3? 2. It's gonna be 2 weeks. A lot of people are talking about Lesnar and all that kind of stuff, being the heavyweight champion. Is it something that they agree on and things like that? And I don't really have an opinion. I haven't formed enough of an opinion lately. I just don't really care. End of story. I don't know. I change my mind so much at wrestling, it's crazy. there's so many feuds at the moment that are chopping and changing, and I made a point of saying this on Tony's podcast. WWE seem to think that it's acceptable to give us feud after feud after feud that are meaningless. In the sense, I'm going to take for example Ziggler versus The Miz, you know, and it got interesting and funny with Mizdow and all that stuff, but it switched into gear too quickly with Cesaro, and now there's a feud between Cesaro and Ziggler, and it doesn't have any kind of story to it. There's no grit to it. There's no reason why I should be invested into it to care. And it's things like that that make the US belt and the IC belt meaningless. You know, you got this kind of crap going on with the tag team division at the moment. It's always between the Usos and the Stardust, Goldust stuff. There's no real, there's no substance to those three belts anymore whatsoever. And at the moment, if you think about it, there's no substance to the heavyweight belt because the champion won't be on TV for the next few months. So, you know, you kind of have to wonder, is this good for WWE? Is it good for the stock? Is it good for the money side of the company? Who fucking knows? Excuse my language. Well, I'd never apologized before, so whatever. That was bugging me big time lately. It dawned on me on Monday watching Raw that I was watching Cesaro commentate on Ziggler's match with Orton, which was a great match, and that RKO out of nowhere was fantastic. I was just like, but this is, he just feud, what did that feud, I don't understand. And it's head wall, you know what I mean? Because how can I want to watch the product? How am I supposed to watch the product every week and be invested in it like I have been for so many flipping years if there's feud after feud going this way, that way? I'm just like, what? Am I making sense? I don't know. Let me know. I'm confusing my own brain. What else was this Cena interference with Ambrose and Rollins doesn't bother me too much. Like, I get that they have to take him over at the top spot until Lesnar comes back or whatever's gonna go on. And to be honest with you, if that keeps him away from Rusev, then that's fine, because I really warmed to Rusev and I want him to be a monster heel, and I think that's what it could happen with him. But I feel like it would just, if Cena got involved, it would totally it would diminish him almost to crap, really, because Cena doesn't touch things and turn to gold. Cena touches things, it turns to crap, black mist type of thing, you know. So I guess so many ifs, buts, maybes, nothing positive right now. I guess the positive thing is the Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose Hell in a Cell match. I do find that I think that they'll stop this feud Royal Rumble time. I don't think it's going to go on too much longer after that. I think that they're going to have to start working on the whole cashing in side of Rollins's thing. They're going to have to, you know, obviously build that up for something. They can't have done all of this for him to lose. You know, he's not Damien Sandow. But, put it this way to you. Cena embarrasses me a lot. Like, I feel embarrassed. And I hate when he gets real with these promos that he does. And Monday on Raw to Dean Ambrose, he embarrassed me. And I think Dean was almost like, fuck off, because his face just told it, really. You know, to me, how Cena was so awful and cheesy that it pushed on to Dean a bit, because even he kind of struggled with what he was saying. And then they had this ridiculous 6-man tag match with the tag teams that just blew my flipping mind. It was awful. Well, not awful, but it wasn't great. And it's just, what? Then you got for a minute, WWE could have had something with the whole Bella Twin feud. They could have done something so much better than giving them a Hell in a Cell match and the winner gets the loser as their bitch for a month. You serious? You are seriously pissing me off. This, like, again, like I said on Tony's show, and I'm on the Sunday seg this week as well, so I'm probably repetitive. But this is a joke. If NXT women want to come up to the roster now, don't stay down, don't move. The WWE Divas division is an absolute laughingstock. People from any wrestling association must look at it and go, oh dear Christ, this is not, it's not worth anything. The girls who appear on Total Divas can't have the belt. So there's what, 5, 6, 7 of them that can hold the belt. How are you supposed to have a division based on so little people? And how the hell about making the feuds a bit more interesting? Alright, I am bored, I am bored, I am bored. I have done nothing but defend the women's side of wrestling for so long, and now I kind of feel like, why am I defending something that is so worthwhile? Seriously, it's time to move into the future a bit. I don't want to talk too much longer because I'm probably ranting. And if I am, I'm sorry. I just haven't done a video in so long. I feel like this company is really pissing me off. At the same time, I'm such a huge fan. I don't want to not watch and be invested in it because I have hope. I have hope. I did say on... I think I said it on Twitter as well. I do think that I do really like Swagger. I actually didn't mind his match against Rollins. It was a bit slow at times, but I did get a bit into it, and I thought, oh, actually, I could watch this again. The whole Orton interference with Rollins is just leading to a huge rebellion from Orton to be a face. Hopefully, it's not embarrassing like the last face run. I think if he's a face for too long, it gets embarrassing. I think if it's like 6 months of being a face, it's okay. But too much Randall as a face is too... No, thanks. The whole thing with Rusev and the Big Show and Mark Henry is getting a little stale, but it's making me appreciate Rusev a little bit more. I do feel that Henry will turn heel and onto the Big Show. This is a time of the year, every year, that they get their push. So... make from it what you will. Sheamus versus The Miz and Sandow, thing like that. I couldn't concentrate on that match. I was laughing at Sandow so much. That's all I need to tell you. The thing with the Divas, I'm not even getting into it. Contract in a pole match was alright. I really especially did not enjoy John Cena's attempt at a bulldog. I thought it was quite stupid that the Authority interfered, but what made it was, while Cena was A-ing Kane, Ambrose got to the contract or the whatever it was, and Cena turned around and Dean had the contract and was like, can't see me. Thought that was class. But yeah, there's a few interesting things going into Hell in a Cell, but I don't know. What are your thoughts at the moment about the company, about the feuds? Has anything that I said made sense? Let me know in the comments. I have Twitter and stuff. Give me a shout on Twitter if you want to leave a comment. You can. I have a wrestling group on Facebook if you want to give that an ad. And yeah, I'm sorry for ranting. I'll see you soon. Bye.